Hey, I'm Haith Johnson of La Hair Wigs. Ever been in a situation where you love the wig, but it's too big? Well, you want to watch this video because I'm going to give you 5 great tips on what to do if you get a wig and it's too big. Okay, beauty cuties, let's get into it. The very first thing you want to know is your wig size. What actual size is your head? So let me tell you the measurements and how it actually works out. So if you measure your head, you're going to take your measuring tape and you're going to start here at your forehead. You're going to take it all the way around and you're going to land that last number here. If that number says 19, 19.5, 20, 20.5, the 20.5 means 20 or in the middle of the line, it's 21. That's the 0.5. Or 19.5 will be the number, that line that's between the 19 and the 20. So if you're measuring between a 19.5, 20, 20.5, that means you are a petite. Okay, now that you know your wig size and you know that you are officially a small framed woman called petite. Congratulations, because it's going to be super hard for you to get a wig. I already know, that's why you're watching this video. Okay, so where do you go from here? Okay, there are companies like myself, La Hair Wigs. We do supply petite wigs. Specifically, those are custom orders. So I'm going to tell you, when manufacturing, the wigs are coming from China or overseas, the majority of those wigs are going to measure out at 21 to 22.5, meaning medium to medium large. That's how it goes. They do not make wigs for specifically smaller heads. Most factories are going to make wigs for the masses. The average head is 21 to 21.5 to 22. That is the average head. So when dealing with an overseas company, or you're ordering from Amazon, or you're ordering from wherever you're ordering from, they make wigs for the masses. When you need a petite, that is a special order. And that is where La Hair Wigs come into play, because we will order you a wig specifically to your measurements. And usually when you go that way, you get a better fit, number one. Number two, it's custom made to your head, so it's going to fit better and you're going to wear it more securely, because less shifting of the wig, less moving, and it's just going to fit you like a glove. So listen, don't settle. If you need a petite wig, give us a call here at La Hair Wigs. And at least, even if you don't get a wig from us, we do not mind giving you free consultation and finding out how you can get the wig of your dreams. All I'm saying is, girl, do not settle just because you're a little petite. Number 4 is pick a wig that has ventilation, where you can actually alter these wigs so much easier, as well as a full lace. These type of wigs, they're not as bulky as the machine, and you can alter these. Actually, you can alter them yourself. You just need to know where to put your stitching. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you, if you have a wig like this and you have a petite head, these are really good choices for you, because they can be formed to your head. So stay tuned for the bonus tip on how to do alterations on I call these ventilated caps. These are the caps they're a lot cooler too, honey. So to get hot, these are not only for the petite ladies, these are for the hot ladies. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so tip number 5, if you have a petite wig and you want to wear the wig and the wig is just too much hair. Now we're going to talk about styling, because sometimes if you're not able to get that perfect great fit, you at least can style the wig where it's not so overwhelming on your small frame, in your small face. So a lot of times when I put a wig on, the very first thing I do is I push the hair away. I push the hair away from the client, because when you put the wig on her and it does this, it's too much. They feel overwhelmed, they feel suffocated, they feel smothered. And so with you, beloved, what I'm going to suggest, if you are a petite lady, style for you is a beautiful bob off the face, or a side part, or short layers. When you layer it off of your face and away from your face, you're going to look more, the wig is going to look more natural. You're going to feel more comfortable in it. And not only that, I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of times when you're really small, Shorter wigs look better. Shorter, when I say shorter, more so like pixie style wigs or asymmetrics or something you can put behind your ear and it's just a side bang here. Those look so much more natural. So styling it properly to your small face is my 5th tip. Make sure you're not getting a wig with too much hair. Wigs are always going to be too thick, too long, too something. So you have to make sure you're going to a master stylist who understands wigs, who is the expert, and she's not intimidated when you sit down in her chair and say, make this wig look natural. You should not say anything else. That professional should look at you in the face, look at the wig, and do all what she needs to do to make you look gorgeous and fine and fabulous in your little wig. Okay, as promised, beauty cuties, I am going to give you that bonus tip, how to actually do alterations. Now, in one of my tips, I remember I said put the straps in the slots. Okay, so when you put these straps in these little slots, it makes it tighter. But what do you do when you get a wig and it doesn't have that attachment and the wig is still too big? And you've pulled this so close that it's still too much room. Okay, here's one alteration tip that you can do. You take this is called a T-pin. You take a T-pin, pull it as tight as you can, but I would say put it on first. You might want to use safety pins instead of your T-pins. I like the T-pins because it's straight and I can get more coverage like this. You can do one or two things. You can either sew this down. You can use a fabric glue to glue it down. I use good old-fashioned super glue. And you're just gonna dab it at the corner, here, here. And you're gonna hold it down. Then you take this out and you put one stitch from behind. That's all you need is one stitch. You are gonna take that needle in between these two pieces of thread, pull left, pull right, pull left, so a nice secure fit. Then I'm gonna use my super glue. Just gonna dab it, just a little bit. You don't need a lot, little bit will go a long way. And you're done. And what that's gonna do is, one, is going to cause this to fit a lot more comfortable for you, and you can control it. So let me do the other side so you can see again what I did. After you find out what's comfortable, because you have to put it on, and that's why I say use safety pins first, that way you won't hurt yourself. But I'm pulling as close as I can without getting too much bulk in the wig. Once I lay it down, I line that up perfectly. I'm gonna grab it with my pinky here and my thumb, and then grab it here, because all I wanna do is lay this completely flat and lined up. I'm gonna go down, and you're gonna do this until you get a nice, comfortable fit for you. I'm just gonna take this last piece, go through like that, okay? Once I got that laid down, you see how lined up perfectly that is? That's what you want. Next thing, what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna take a little bit of glue, put it on one corner, put it on the other corner, just a dab. Then I'm gonna pull and hold down. Then you're gonna remove your pin, hold it down, make sure it's nice and secure. You're gonna hold it for about 10 seconds. After that, you're gonna get your curved needle. You see how that loops up right there, or it kind of buckles up? That's what we're gonna stop. Now you always wanna make sure before you go in and start another section, you always want to rethread with a knot at the end. It's so much easier. You don't have to. Like I said, the police ain't gonna come get you, but honey, it makes your life so much easier. Okay, so I'm actually gonna grab it right here so I can get that space out. So I'm just gonna pull it through one time, pull it through one more time. You don't need a lot of stitching, just a little bit of do. So once I get that second stitch, I pull through, put that needle in between because you want to loop it off. Now that it's looped off very well, you're going to pull to your right, pull to your left, pull to your right. Take your crazy glue, put it right there where that is, where that stitch is. Then you're going to cut it off. Now you have a better fit in the back if it does not have the actual straps that you can put it in the clamps, okay? These are amazing. Another thing you can do is sew a band right into the wig. These are a must-have and a go-to. This is absolutely must-have in all wigs. Whether you're a small, medium, large, extra large, triple X, or petite. These work amazing. One for the security, and it just feels good because it's like a good hug, or anybody that's ever worn a girdle, it's like a good fitting girdle. All right, so I would also recommend sewing in a band. And where you would sew a band in is right where the ears are. You line that up perfectly and you go straight across. And I would say if you don't have a band in there, go to a fabric store. That's where I get mine. I get mine from a fabric store. And you take a white pencil and you go straight across, or you count the threads. You go, okay, I got from the bottom, this is 1, 2, 3. Then you go over here, you push up and you go 1, 2, 3. And that's how you get an accurate fit. I just want to really make sure that I'm explaining this correctly. You're going to grab the 4 wefts near the ear tab. And as long as you follow that across consistently, you're going to get a great fit. For the super duper bonus. If you have a wig like this, let me show you how to do alterations. Again, we're going to go from this is the ear tab. The thing on the side is the ear tab. You have one on your right and on your left. These are the indicators. They go in front of your ears, show you where to actually place the wig. Now let me show you how to do alterations on a wig to definitely take out some of the bulk in the material, and it'll fit so much more comfortable. So one of the first things that I'm going to suggest is you're going to go, here's your ear tab. You're going to take it straight across. So you want that one, you want that track and the track below it. You can do 4, but I recommend starting with 3. Usually 3 will take out the majority of the bulk. Actually, I'm going to go right at the ear tab and I'm going to go a little bit lower. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go from the back in the inside, and I'm going to take this stainless steel clip and I'm going to pinch that together. Stainless clip like this versus like this. This is harder. These are made for rollers. This is made for rollers as well, but it's not going to fight you when it's time to go in. So again, I'm going to take the first 3, 1, 2, 3 there. And I'm going to line that up 1, 2, 3, go in from the back. Now I'm showing you this because it's super easy, and if you learn how to be neat, if you master being neat and consistent, I promise you'll get the same results every time if you're doing it correctly. So I'm teaching you how to be neat and consistent. If you do it this way, you'll get the same results and you'll be very pleased. Now I'm going to grab my needle and thread, and I'm really just going to speed this part up. I'm just taking the 3 to 4 wefts, whatever you choose, and just stitching it from the right side to the left side. But the combs or the clips are really helping me to stay neat and grab the right wefts.